Okay. Wow. Okay. Yo. Cape Town is crazy busy. Wow, this is quite hectic. Okay, so the camera shop I'm going to, it's very close to the Castle of Good Hope. Now that's the castle that was built way back when South Africa started. Like in Jan van Riebeeck's days, I think it was one of the first buildings ever in South Africa. So yeah, and it's only 800 meters away, so I decided I'll quickly go check it out. While it's raining and I can't really do anything else, I might as well, yeah, do some sightseeing and semi-museum settings. So let's go check that out. One thing is very certain is that there's this building, the history of this building includes a lot of conflict, not just with the colonialists and the native people, but also amongst the colonialists themselves. The Dutch and the English also occupied this building and also almost like took turns to occupy it. And some of these uniforms here are British, some are Dutch. There's even some that are Khoisan, which is the native people. So there's definitely a lot of history here. And yeah, like I said, it was the first ever like big political building that housed courts, slave trading centers, a winery, a bakery, political seats or political housing. It's the first castle. It's got cannons, defense systems, everything. And it was the first of its kind in South Africa. So it's definitely a big step in, or a big part of how South Africa was colonized and where it all began. All the wars and conflicts in the history of South Africa, it all began here. This is where Jan van Riebeeck obviously landed, where he built the first building, put the first government in place, and that's when everything started. And also what's very interesting is that contrary to popular belief, the people that were in the Cape when the Westerners or the Europeans arrived was actually the Khoisan people. It was not the black people. And they've been here for about 2,000 years before the black people ever came into South Africa. And the black people never actually moved as far as the Cape. They only went as far as the Eastern Cape. That's basically where the Khoisas established themselves. And the map behind me you can see is where all these different factions of Khoi people, where they were actually established when the colonialists arrived here in South Africa. So it's just very interesting that the whole of South Africa was actually occupied by the Khoisan people for roughly 1,500 years before the Bantu people or the black people actually came to South Africa, and the colonialists actually came into South Africa. And yeah, I actually didn't know that. It's very interesting to actually go down and do a proper study of history. Also very interesting is that there's a battery that was built not far from here, close to the harbour, where the harbour is at the moment, obviously because it was deep there, that's usually where the ships landed. And this battery was built purely to keep other colonialists out. It just shows you how the colonialists fought amongst themselves to actually have an establishment here in South Africa. And this was specifically built by the Dutch to keep the British out, because there was at that point there was a war between the Netherlands and the English. So yeah, that was it. Tour of the Castle of Good Hope wasn't what I expected. I expected much less, and there was a lot more. They definitely did a good job in making sure that there's a lot of paintings and memorabilia and information and pretty much everything. So well done to them. It was really an amazing experience. Like I say, a lot more than I expected. And now I'm stuck in traffic. It looks like it's going to be a long one. I just see a queue of cars disappear into the distance. So, and yeah, as you can see, I'm not driving very fast, and I'm on the highway right now. So yeah. But anyway, that was the video for today. If you like this video, then hit the button. If you want to see more, then remember to hit the subscribe. And until next time, ciao.